Hello, are we live? Why don't I get an intro? That's bizarre. Well, I think we might be live already. So, hi everyone. Welcome to the Broadway Fan Club. We are here on our usual Monday night. As you can see, I am missing someone very important. She is unfortunately not feeling well and in the middle of a humongous move. So we are just making do with what we can. Let me just go over here and share to some groups really quick while we get things going and get some people joining us. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're just gonna do a quick recap tonight. I did spend the weekend in the city. We'll talk a little bit about that. And then we're going to play an old episode. Well, not old, it was just from last month, featuring the incredible Hannah Cruz, who was just nominated for her first Tony Award. So, congratulations to Hannah. We are so incredibly proud of you. And just talk about what, and she must be on such a high right now because, she's got that Suffs Proshot that just is incredible. Comment below if you have watched it yet, because I have certainly watched it and it is absolutely amazing. And then we also have her currently being nominated for Best Featured Actress in a Musical for her role as Svetlana in Chess right now. So we are just so proud to, have gotten to talk to her last month. And we really want to just share that. Cat's being loud. Sorry, Cat. We just really want to share that interview again while Heather is away, just to give you guys something to listen to this week. And then also just one quick announcement that tomorrow I will also be going live, and we will be able to chat during the Miscast live stream while that is going on. So I believe that starts at 7 p.m. tomorrow. I am going to try to log on around like 6:55 or so we can settle in. And if you'd like to watch the Miscast live stream with us, we would love to hang out and just chill and watch it with you guys and have a fun time as a community together, since that's what we like to do. We like to hang out with you guys. We love to chill. So, RSVP below or just show up tomorrow between anytime at, 6:55 to whenever, and we'll be there. So we're looking forward to that as well. So let me just go into a couple more groups, share this post. I was in the city this weekend. I had bought tickets to see Just in Time. I bought them to see Jeremy and didn't realize that Issa was going to be in the show. So when Issa was announced, I was like so excited. And I invited my friend's daughter, who's 11, to go with me. I take her to a lot of shows. And she loves the pit. So I was like, oh, of course, I'll take you. And when we got to the box office, they were like, we don't have tickets for you. And I was like, yes, you do. Here is my order. And then I looked closer at my order, and guys, my tickets were for the evening. And I was at the matinee. And I come all the way from Connecticut, so it was certainly a trek and a nightmare. So, and I don't know if any of you guys are local to the city, but as maybe some of you know, Saturday was not a wonderful weather day. So we had to deal with some rain and just nasty, icky weather. So we decided to impromptu see if we could get tickets to the Lost Boys. And we luckily did. We got amazing seats. We were in like row G, like very close to the front of the stage. And like I said, just the seats were incredible. We had a blast. We loved the show. It was amazing. And ended up staying dry for 3 hours, which really was just the most ideal situation of everything, because who wants to walk around in New York City in the rain? I know I certainly don't. And I did have an umbrella, but I, of course, offered it to the child and pity the child. I offered it to the child instead of myself because I'm a good person. But we did see Lost Boys, and then we went and saw Just in Time. We had amazing seats for both shows. It was absolutely incredible. I got to meet some of our masquerade members at the stage door for Lost Boys, which was super fun. We were chatting, we were having a great time. So it was so awesome to meet you guys, and we had we wished more people came out, but of course it's a matinee, so you never know what's going to happen with a matinee. But while I finish sharing, I am going to just tune into the episode, and we are going to go from there. So let me just load up this video file. And I will buy it myself now.
Hello, welcome to a happy little Thursday. I'm excited.
Happy Surprise Thursday.
So, well, they kind of knew that we were going to be doing this, but
yeah,
happy right after Hump Day episode for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to make this short and sweet. We have like the coolest guest joining us today. But we're excited for the Broadway Fan Club podcast to be able to have this wonderful, incredible performer with us. So I'm just going to bring her on. Are you cool with that, Amber?
Totally cool. I'm just going to do my thing. Share away.
You share away. I'm going to like... the one
here she
only.
is.
Yes, here she is, boys. Here she is, crowd. Okay. Anna Cruz. Hello.
Hi.
Look at this. I cannot get over it's very Marilyn Monroe with the pink and the blonde.
It is. It's
I know Sabrina Carpenter a little loving
very
this.
Pink in here. I really love it.
I mean, did you get to pick that color backstage?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, it's called Begonia.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we had it painted before we moved in, and I really, at
Love
first I was
that.
like, oh, it's too much, but now I really love it.
It's not like a Pepto-Bismol bottle. It's great. You're
No,
fine.
no, it really feels like insulating and cool in a nice way.
Yeah, I love that. Well, because this is kind of your like real home for a good long while.
Oh yeah, I spend probably honestly more time here than I do in my apartment. So
I was going to ask, and how far is your commute? Because I know that a lot of performers are on the Jersey side, and it takes like hours.
You know, my husband tried to get me to go to Jersey, and I'm not there yet.
Nope.
But we live downtown, and
that's easy.
It's great. It's like maybe 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
If there's traffic, maybe like 35, but it's a pretty straight shot on the West Side Highway, and we really love being down there. So
I love that. No, that's incredible. And we're so excited to have you join us from backstage. The Imperial Theater to Amber and I it's a very important place because it was the first show that we had been part of, which was Water for Elephants. And then we created the Broadway Fan Club based off of the Water for Elephants feedback we got. So the Imperial Theater is like our little home away from home too.
I really love the theater a lot. I love it.
Oh yeah. And with all that construction next door.
Yeah, that I could do without. But other than that, I mean, I love that it's kind of connected to the Music Box, which is where Suffs was, and then it's connected to the Rogers, which is where my husband is. So it's like
it's your block.
Yeah, it's my block. 46 and
I
46.
love your little reel you guys did. I'll see you on the other side of the board. Of my favorite things. So cute.
It's pretty cool. We got to come into work together today and like kiss each other at the stage door and say goodbye and have a good show.
Now, for those that are like, how is Hannah talking to you? She's on Broadway. It's Thursday night. There's a Broadway show. What is going on? If you guys are living under a rock and are not familiar with chess at all, Hannah is starring in chess right now, and her character's role is majority present in Act 2. So we have this wonderful opportunity right now to have this quick time with Hannah. So if you don't know why we get to talk to Hannah now, go see chess, find out what is going on, and why we get to see all the craziness that goes on in that amazing show.
And probably why she needs the calming begonia pink.
I was just going to say, exactly.
Yes, it's about to get very intense. So,
well, you've played some pretty intense roles.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're being pigeonholed. You just pull them off flawlessly. But it's true. I mean, Great American Bitch has always been stuck in my head, sincerely. And Suffs was not on my radar, to be very honest. Yeah. It was like, okay, like I'm not really into politics. I'm not really this. I'm not really this. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go see it. And I was like, Amber, I'm going to go see it, even if it's like the female version of Hamilton. Like, let's just do it. I'm going to tell you, I went in, I fell in love with Inez. I'm just like mind blown. You and Shayna and this incredible cast created this like beautiful story that was just like so emotionally driven, but memorable and easily palatable.
Sure. Yeah.
That was impressive. Because you were with that show since inception.
Yep. Yeah. It changed a lot. I mean, I know a lot of people who saw it both at the Public and on Broadway have remarked that it's like one of the most changed shows they've ever seen. And even like, a lot of times when I leave a show, it like leaves my brain and I don't retain a lot of it, but I've seen some clips from the Public and it's shocking how different the show was. Like, not really thematically, but like even like in sound. Shayna at first had a lot of these vaudevillian numbers in there. Because at the time there was a lot of political cartoons making fun of the suffragists. And so she put all that in there with some real quotes from men at the time and cartoons at the time. And it was like a through line throughout the show. And then she completely threw that away. And
well, there was like such a political evolution quickly at that time too.
Yeah, it was really wild to be doing that show on Broadway in that year, in that election year, was something I never, ever, ever forget. And I was grateful for the community at that time because it was nice to have a place to all come together and process everything that was happening. Yes. It was also a very intense place to be when all of that was happening.
So I don't know if you know, but we not only run the chess fan group, but we also run the Suffs fan group.
Incredible.
So we very much are aware of the intensity of things that were happening from the fan community. And it is still one of our most active groups.
It really is.
We have over 7,000 members in it right now.
Wow.
It's incredible. And they're just constantly going, and they're going to the tours, and they're going
and like they're like, we're wearing white to the tour for the suffragists. So like they're all talking about like, you know, what do I wear? Like, what do I dress on theme? It's amazing. Like it's really, really built a huge community.
That's great to hear. I mean, I hope it even reaches more people with the Proshot coming out on the 8th of next month.
Yes.
I'm so excited for it to reach more people. I know I have a lot of like young nieces and nephews and cousins and stuff who didn't get to see it, and I'm really excited for them to experience it. So yeah, I'm grateful it's going to get that reach.
And I think it's a show that can grow. It can continuously grow, and like, but it applies to so much. But you have this incredible historical figure to portray what was your process like to get prepared for that, even from the initial iteration and then to go through the changes?
Yeah, so I originally played Ruja off Broadway, and Ruja doesn't have a lot of source material to look through about her. There's not a ton written on her. I did manage to find some things and excerpts in essays and such that talked about her. I also read the plays that she performed in on Broadway when she eventually became an actress, which I just think is so cool. And so I already had like that knowledge with her. I had read Jails for Freedom. And then when Inez came around for the Broadway run and I think I played her in the workshop and the reading and then Broadway. So I had some time to cultivate
get to know her.
And she has a lot more written about her. Still not like quite enough for as much of an impact as she made, I think. But there are quite a few biographies on her that I read. I also had the privilege of meeting some of her family, which was really incredible. I remember when they wrote me, it was John Milholland, who I believe was like her grandson. And he remembers her, which was cool. And when they came and saw the show, they had no idea she was such a big part of it. And so when the end of Act 1 happened, and then they put that giant picture of her on the wall, it was actually her. They were like, I mean, that's got to be so. Can you imagine?
Like, I know, wow.
I can't imagine, especially if you don't know what to expect when you're going into that.
Right.
It's remarkable. So that was like a very special thing to experience.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
She was such a complex and interesting and like very deeply complicated woman. So it was a pleasure to get to try and delve into her depths. It was like a very good challenge. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And preparation for chess must have been a little bit different.
Yes.
Very, very different. I like to see source material. So I went to the Lincoln Center Library and I watched the 1988 Broadway production.
Yes.
And chess is a very controversial show production wise.
I mean, Fortnite does all the controversial shows because it works.
It's true. We love
like people either like love or hate or understand or don't understand or want it more complicated or simplified. Like there is just like no pleasing everyone when it comes to the world of chess.
No, and that's art, right? You're not gonna
of course.
Right.
It's different things are gonna hit.
I personally thought that this adaptation was brilliant. I thought it was told in a way that was so
Amber's a little bit of a fangirl and we love it.
Like just so well. The story was just carried so well through, and it was just so easy to, like I said, understand and take it all in and just process, and it made sense from beginning to end. It was fantastic. And congratulations to Ramon, who made his debut, I think, the other day, Tuesday?
Was it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah. Is he still on?
Yeah, he's doing it again tonight.
Amazing.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
Yeah.
No, sorry. What were you going to say?
Oh, no, you're okay. So you were saying that you watched the original.
Oh, yes. I watched the original at Lincoln Center. And I was, at that time, I don't think we were in rehearsals yet. But from what I had seen about the scenes that I had read, and I think they had sent me a script at that point and I had read through it. It was a completely different show. And so I was like, this really give me a ton, because the Svetlana that I was seeing was like portrayed in a very different way than what I was taking off the page. And what I knew Michael Mayer wanted. But I also read, I think I have the original libretto in my room. I read the libretto of the original book, and there's a great documentary called Waiting in the Wings, I believe. That's on YouTube about bringing it from London to Broadway and the Trevor Nunn of it all and all. It's really, really fascinating. But I was excited about this because even though it's a revival and I love revivals, I knew it was going to be basically like making a new musical, and I knew that my song was new. Right. And so it was going to be all the things that I love to do, which is like creating something brand new and birthing something. And while all under this incredible existing score that like legitimately I never, ever, ever get sick of listening to. And that's not true for me for almost anything else. I love the score so much. It's
beautiful and so well sung. Like everyone's voice is just like so
we literally have
powerful.
Our group members have said that they will riot if Nicholas Christopher doesn't get the Tony nom.
I mean, I'll riot right along with you. I agree.
Yeah.
It's what he's doing is insane. I really think he's
insane.
Yeah.
Someone I know was at the show like last week or something and said like he like held out a note for like at bare minimum like 25 seconds. I was like, I can't even handle him. He's like belting like his heart out night after night.
Yeah. And it's truly like it's all coming. Nick is such a good, because I think, you know, people can sing notes really long and really high and do all those things. I think what's makes Nick so special is that like he's such a good actor and everything is so supported and and like real and raw and honest, and he's so committed, and I love.
I mean, you all are. You guys all like there's you have this really interesting set design, and there's crazy choreo with some stuff, but so simplistic where it really is just that raw emotion. But the chemistry that you all present on stage is really beautifully done. I can't imagine, like, I'm not a performer. I can MC, sure, but I'm more of like a tech girl on the backside. I can't imagine going through like any of the roles that you performed with such this raw emotion, having these moments like, and we're not going to give away chess plot, you know, whatever, but going through these raw emotions and then coming off the stage and just being totally fine. Like, do you have a decompression tool? Like, what do you do to like leave that on the stage?
Yeah, I mean, full disclosure, I'm not always totally fine. I have lots of breakdowns, but I've definitely gotten way better at it. When I was younger, and like I remember being on the Hamilton tour and having a really hard time ending that show and going home and being a normal person. I was like, I really didn't know how to. Tommy Kail puts it as like, you got to close the book. Like you have to close the book and walk away and be Hannah again. And I didn't really learn that for quite a few years. I was pretty young when I was doing Ham, but since then, I think it really helps. One, I really do think it helps going home with my husband in the car. We both get to like debrief, and like we don't have to wait until we get home to like tell the other about our day. We're not holding all of that. We get to let it out immediately, and then by the time we're home, we're cuddling with our cat. We take a shower, and we're like back to ourselves.
Yep.
And we can like walk
for the next
completely wash that show away. But I find that like doing a little bit of a dump at the end of the night, like being like, this is what happened in our show today, and this frustrated me. This moment was great, and then you can just let it go.
Yep.
So
and that's
helpful.
I think it's important to have a support system. Like that's always like Amber and I are each other's like brain dump stations. Like, okay, how is this? Blah, 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 blah. And when you have that supportive like system in your life, it's great.
Yeah, but it's essential for sure. It's essential. And I didn't have that on Hamilton because Edward and I weren't together yet. So some nights we would like talk to each other, but not every night. And it was all so bottled up and it had nowhere to go.
It was saving its space for now. So now you can all of it.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love it. And then you just wrapped something even a little bit more unique with Netflix. Do you want to talk about Merrily?
Yeah, I mean, wrapped is we wrapped a section.
Yeah. Yes.
But we are filming.
Go on. You can. It's hard to describe. I think you're going to be the most perfect person to describe this.
It's so it's a Merrily We Roll Along movie directed by Richard Linklater that we are shooting for the next 15 years. I think we're going to wrap
like 2 decades.
Yeah.
Right. It's a commitment.
Yeah. I mean, it is and it isn't.
Job security.
Yeah. Right.
Every 2 years, I got a week of work, but it's. You know, they filmed 3 sections. I filmed 1 out of the 3. We'll film another section this coming December, which I'm very excited about. It's an incredible thing to get to be a part of. It's hard to even like conceptualize and really understand it now when I think the big 3 kind of understand more because they've been through 3 sections already, but I've only been through 1. So it's like this short film I made last 2 Decembers ago.
Right.
So for those that don't know, they're spending 15 years
Yeah.
or so, following the characters and chronologically, and it's as you guys naturally age. And it's following this. So I know that there was one movie, I think it was something about the boys. They did that for
Boyhood. Yeah.
Boyhood, thank you. They did it for several years, but this is, I think, even a bigger undertaking.
It is. Yeah.
I think which is incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be a very emotional thing to watch, I think, because Marilee is seen backwards, and so we'll see each other. Right. We'll start the movie and see ourselves very recently, and then by the end of the movie, we'll see ourselves at our youngest, and I just think that's going to be a very emotional thing to experience.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
All the life that's going to happen for all of us between now and then is something we can't even understand.
Right.
And so it's super heady. I'm very excited about it. I'm playing Gussie, and I think she's
such a badass role.
Really complex lady.
Yeah.
I really I'm having trouble cracking that with her. She's fascinating, and I find it interesting that as I live my life, I'm a little bit in her coattails. When we film next, she'll be on her 5th Broadway show, and I'm on my 2nd, and so I'm kind of understanding what this all feels like, and it's just very interesting. I'm excited to keep learning.
We're gonna get to know her very intimately, though. So
yeah, very. Oh,
yeah. I can't wait for that big number from you.
Same.
And I know that I don't want to push time because you do have to actually get on stage. But you are doing something really cool, talking about, really getting to know somebody. Amplify 2026 is coming up on Monday. For those that don't know, it's Maestro Music's annual benefit concert. You might be co-hosting this thing, huh?
I am. I've never co-hosted.
On your one night off, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I have a day off until mid-May, but
no.
That's fine. I texted my friend Michael Yuri, who is really good at hosting, and so he's been giving me some tips because I've never done this before, but I'm grateful that I'm doing it with Betsy Wolf. I love her.
Love Betsy. Oh, and she is just as delightful as you are.
Yeah. Oh, she's the best. It's so funny.
Another Instagram reel queen.
She is a queen. She
is.
I played her part in Bullets Over Broadway on the Non-Ec tour. Mm-hmm. So I wore all her costumes, and I was I love Betsy. I'm so excited to get to actually work together and riff and have fun.
Yeah.
And we're honoring Shayna, which I think is pretty amazing.
Who better, yeah.
So
it's going to be, I'm looking at the performances. Alex Newell will be there. Our friends, the Rescues, are going to be there. Oh my God, what an incredible night. I can't wait to see more. It's at City Winery, New York City, off of 11th Ave. I believe there's still availability for tickets. I will do some more research and we'll put that up on the website as well. Oh, and Jill Lynn Hansen says, love you, Hannah. Chess, amazing for you. And we're reading our comments as our fans are coming through. We love that. And William says, hello from Indiana. Hi from Indiana.
Hello, Indiana.
I actually have a question, since you do spend so much time in this lovely begonia pink palace. Are you one of the door open dressing room folks, or are you a door closed dressing room person?
I have a weird thing where I hate when people knock and then don't hear me when I say come in, because I don't say it.
Yeah.
If I say it more than twice, I'm already annoyed. So yeah. And I know these doors are thick, so usually I'll keep my door open a crack and also we're the best floor. We all say it. It's me, Bryce Pinkham, and Nick Christopher.
Oh,
you're in trouble. Yeah.
Have the best time, and we're always laughing, but we also know when to give each other space. So it's it's a great
dynamic. Yeah.
We also are in love with our dresser, Marissa. So it's just good vibes over here, which I really like. So I usually keep my door open a crack because I like when people say hi to me.
Love that.
And I remember with Water for Elephants, because the dressing rooms, everybody's window is essentially right over the stage door.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I remember during no, we're not stage dooring things, but do you ever get a chance to peek down and see how crazy the stage door is? Is that yeah.
Because I don't, personally, I don't stage door, but my husband does, because he loves it and it gives him energy. And so I'm I love that for him. And so sometimes like when we have a 3:00 show and he has a 1:00 show, it works out. So right before I go on stage, he's signing autographs. So I peek my head out and I say hi. And
Cute.
Also on 2 show days, our show is a little bit later than theirs. So I can say, and I'll poke my head out and he'll tell everybody to say hi to me. And it's cute.
The relationship you guys have is just disgustingly sweet and adorable.
I know, it's gross. It's so gross. I'm sorry.
It's aspirational. And Amber and I always talk about stage door too, because you have some people, and we make sure our members, like, we really drill it into them. Like, stage door is a privilege, not a right. People are not required to come out. They're not required to take pictures or sign autographs. If you do it, remember they are leaving to go home for the night. Just remember how that is.
Yeah.
So, but no, I mean, I think it's a good honesty thing. I know when Nick comes out, like, people just lose their minds.
And I commend him for doing. I just think, like, it's gotten to be so many more people. I remember when I was stage dooring back when I was a kid, it was like kind of a secret. Like, it was like it was only like maybe 15 to 20 people at a stage door, and it was just less populated. And now it's become such a thing.
All the flippers and the autograph hounds. Mm-hmm.
So it's just become kind of a different monster that I don't really feel like I have a handle on yet. And I'm just like a shy person kind of. So I it's like a little overwhelming. So
I think it's a lot overwhelming. And like, I always joke, like, a lot of people get their business done on the golf course. I get my business done at the stage door. I never stage doored. I couldn't care less about autographs and photos. Like, that's great. But like, I go to say hi to friends that were performing, or just like kind of see like the fans and like get our members together. But I think that it's important for people to remember that, this is a privilege, not a right.
Yeah.
But I know we're running short on time because we want to get you ready, and you've been so gracious with your time already. Amber and I have some signature questions. So Amber, you want to go first?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you were in a room with tiny itty bitty little Hannah and you could see her now, what do you think she would be most surprised by?
Oh my God. The blonde. No. She actually, I was blonde when I was a kid, so she wouldn't be surprised. I think the fact that I'm on my second original Broadway cast would make her soar. I mean, I really, like, I can't overstate how much Broadway meant to me as a kid. And I legitimately, like, I would go see shows. We grew up in Connecticut, so we saw a ton of shows.
I'm a Connecticut girly.
And I would, every playbill, I would take the understudy slips. Also, RIP understudy slips.
RIP you're like,
we held a whole memorial for them.
We did. We make like every time a show closes, we post about it, and we made a post when the understudy slips went away for the understudy slips with our template for closing shows.
I used to put them on my door to my bedroom. I had the whole door was covered in understudy slips. My whole room was covered in show posters signed. And then it was crazy because we were going through them recently, and now they're signed by like people I'm friends with, which is so crazy for my brain to comprehend. And I would also go home and I would go through the playbill and I would friend every person in the cast on Facebook, everyone.
Yeah.
And so when I started coming up in the business, I'd be like, how do I know this person? Oh, I don't know them.
I just had random friend request.
I was just such a fan. So I think knowing that I'm like a part of the community now would blow my little girl brain.
I love that. I love that for little Hannah.
Me too.
I mean, I think it still blows Amber in our brains when we're like hanging out with somebody. We're like, I literally saw you on stage like 15 years ago, and I listened to you sing, but like, we're friends now, so I don't know how to feel about it.
I mean, Michelle, are you kidding me? Hannah would lose her mind.
Right?
One day.
Oh my God, was I a Glee? Oh my God, I auditioned for Glee. We like really tried to make that happen. We made like my first professional job was the second national tour of Legally Blonde, and we made like a web series, and we all played ourselves. It was like a murder mystery. And my character was Hannah, and the whole like through line of my character was that no one wanted to watch Glee with me.
Oh,
18-year-old on tour with all these adults, and no one wanted to watch Glee with me. And that was my whole plot.
I'm now going to go diving to go try to find this web series.
I think it's still out. It's called Skrelt. And it is quite a watch.
we're going to find it and post it.
Oh,
all right. I'm gonna hit you with the 1-2 punch. Is there a question you've always wanted to be asked but have not had the opportunity to answer it? What is the answer?
Oh my gosh, wait, I have to think about this.
It can be anything.
I think I don't know if it's like a specific question, but I always really like being asked about like process and craft. I think that's like really interesting stuff to delve into. And I like talking about, because when I listen to podcasts, I like listening to people talk about their process. Right. That, and like, also I've been personally like dealing with this like very negative voice in my head on stage. And Nick was actually helping me through this, one of my many mental breakdowns, as we all have doing 8 shows a week, when you're starting to go like a little cuckoo when you've done it so many times. And he sent me this great podcast with Mark Rylance. Okay. And him talking about the voice, the negative voice in his head on stage, and having like a real talk with it and saying, you can talk to me in the dressing room, you can talk to me at home, you cannot talk to me on stage. Like that I won't have, and like, and putting it in its place. So questions about like dealing with self-confidence and honestly the strain of doing 8 shows a week and trying to make it as alive and honest and
actually
nuanced as possible.
I'm going to shout out on this subject. I don't know if you've like seen, but Mickey Abraham, who is currently Lulu on the Shucked tour and was the Shucked understudy, and Jade McLeod, who was Jagged Little Pill, both have just made posts about having panic attacks on stage during their main songs and their experiences. And they're very beautiful posts just about how they got through it, and just like being very open about being very open about their mental health struggles, you know, and how
the cat has great comedic timing.
Talk about it and don't get to you know, be open about it and experience that. So
I'll make sure we'll send you over the links so you can watch those.
Definitely check it out, because I think like what you're talking about, I think you would really appreciate like what they had to say.
For sure. It's a very vulnerable thing what we do, and
it
like
is. Yeah.
Also, like what you bring to the theater every day is going to be different. Your body chemistry, what's going on in your brain that day, what's going on
how the audience is reacting, the temperature of the air conditioning, if somebody cut you off in traffic.
Yeah. For sure. So it's, you know, I feel very grateful that I get to do what I do, because I get paid to have a space to process, because I use theater as my processing tool for most feelings I have. And I'm grateful that I get to play roles that allow me to process very intense feelings. Because I know when I'm not working, I have a really hard time processing this stuff, because this is my outlet. So I'm grateful that I'm very grateful that I have it.
We love that.
For sure.
We love that. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for letting us run over a little bit over time.
Yeah, of course.
You have to get, ready to perform in like 20 minutes. So we can't wait to hear our members post every night about the performances, everything. So just know that you have lots of our members and fans in that audience waiting to shout your name from the rooftops.
That's very kind.
Give Ramon an extra squeeze for us tonight.
I will.
And the cat too. All right.
The real star of the pod.
Well, thank you so much, guys. If you want to follow anything that Hannah is doing, her socials are really easy. Instagram, this is Hannah Cruz. That is literally her Insta. She has some great content that goes up there. Follow her. Make sure if you are trying to support anything that she does, go see Chess. There's no reason not to go see Chess.
It's true.
Go see
It's
Chess.
true.
ABBA.
Come on.
Hannah, though, like, let's be real here.
Yeah.
Nick Christopher, like, let's just, the whole cast is incredible. We're so honored to have you on our show. And
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. And you're welcome back anytime you'd like to be here. And go enjoy Act 2 and sing the hell out of Svetlana. So
Yes.
And have fun on Monday. Thank you so much, Hannah. We hope you have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
I was like, oh, she's coming. She's coming right across the thing.
She is getting ready to slay. Well, thank you guys for joining us on a very special episode on our Thursday night. Zoe, thank you for the invite to have Hannah on the show. We're so honored to be able to get her on here right before she goes on stage. It's always fun. We can talk to somebody backstage. If you would like to join the fan group for Chess or for Suffs and follow anything that we can promote, go to www.thebroadwayfanclub.com. Follow us on socials at the B-Way Fan Club. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for everything. And have a good weekend, right?
Have a great weekend.
See you next Monday, everybody. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, that was the reprise of the Hannah Cruz episode, which I had so much fun talking with Hannah. She is such a delight, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait for the Tony Awards this season, and it's going to be such an amazing, tight race. We have some incredible shows up for awards. We have some incredible performers up for awards. We have cats with so many nominations. Schmigadoon, The Lost Boys. I just really can't wait to see how things are going to turn out this year, because it's going to be Chess, of course. So, Ragtime. And then I have tickets to The Lost Boys on July 5th, which I just realized today. I'm like, oh my God, that's going to be a crazy show after the Tonys. So can't wait for that. So guys, get your tickets now to go see Chess before Nick and Hannah win their Tonys, because it's going to be crazy after that. So again, we are just going to have a short episode tonight, but we'll be back tomorrow an hour early. And by we, I mean me, because Heather is sick and moving. I'm going to just be here to hang out. I'm going to do a live stream of the MCC Miscast 2026 performance while they stream it, just so we can hang out and chat with you guys, all of our friends, because we love hanging out with you guys. Heather already pitched all of our websites, our stuff, our links, our good info. But just in case you wanted to see it again, I don't know if I remember how to do this, because Heather always does it. Let me see if I got the goods. Nope, I got nothing. Sorry, guys. You can go to our Etsy shop. You can... Oh, no, I found it. You can go to thebroadwayfanclub.com.etsy.com and check out any of our wonderful bracelets. Do I have any here? I do. We have bracelets here. I actually am going to hang up and go fulfill some orders. We also have our hotel code for the W Times Square and the Westin Times Square. If you wanted to use them to get a discount off your stay, use cluster code E7103. If you wanted to check us out on Patreon, you can go subscribe to patreon.com, the Broadway Fan Club, and check out our website at www.onlybroadwayfans.com, where you'll find all of our links and pages, everything like that. And if you have any questions, you can send us a message on the Broadway Fan Club page, and we would be happy to answer all your questions that way. Thanks so much, and we hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. And as always, When the theater is dark, we keep that ghost light burning. See you guys next week. Love ya.